Hello everybody, it's AlienButlerBlunders and welcome back to a brand new video today. So we're not doing an unboxing video of a figure as we usually do. Instead, today I'm going to have a look at the trading cards that were produced by JP Amada alongside the 1998 Godzilla film by TriStar. This was the first Godzilla movie I watched. I've always kind of had a soft spot for this version of the character. I've always really liked it. And since it's become its distinct character, Zilla, rather than Godzilla, it's kind of appreciated alongside the more traditional like Japanese Goji. But I've always really liked this character. I've always had a soft spot for this character. So we'll have a look at the cards. So I bought about 200 cards for £10 on eBay. You can get quite large bundles like this, and they were in pretty great condition, really. They really are. Originally, I just bought a single card for £2. But if you can get about 200 cards for quite a reasonable price, you want to buy them in bulk, you want to buy them as a bundle. So the main cards and the ones of most interest are the holographic cards. So you kind of need to hold these against a bit of paper to see them, and they're quite reflective. So hopefully you can see that, but they do have two images on them as you change it. This 3D holographic look is very cool. I really like that. So there's all the concept art, and there's the movie CGI version of Godzilla. So there's quite a few cards in here, if you can see that. Lots of stills of Godzilla. Godzilla is the star, definitely, of this movie. People, I remember watching this as a kid and just wanted to see awesome monster action, and that is what it delivered. So there's lots of concept art there, lots of poster versions of the character, and that's all really cool. So I'll just go through those quickly for you now. I think that this bundle pretty much has every card that was produced by this series. And there's some really interesting stills there. I always really liked the underwater aspect of that movie. The underwater scenes was really cool, following Godzilla underwater. And then you do get some human characters as well, but obviously people only really come to this for the monster. Military, there's some more Godzilla concept art there. That's great, on the Empire State Building, a bit like King Kong there. What else have we got? We've got Godzilla chasing down the street there. That's really good. Godzilla roaring while holding onto a building. That's really cool. We've got Godzilla's tail there. That's really nice. There's Godzilla Jr., the baby Godzillas. That's really nice. That's the helicopter looking through a building. That's great. Again, I think this is a duplicate. A couple of duplicates in here. I'm almost tempted to frame these because they're so nice, but against a white background. Yeah, I mean, it's a different version of Godzilla in the sense that Godzilla breathes in this. This is kind of he lacks the atomic breath and invincibility of like the Japanese Godzilla, but I've always really liked him as a character. He still very much expresses like the chaos of like nuclear consequences, really, and pretty much destroyed the city anyway. But he's much more like a fast, evasive character, and the reproductive potential is interesting because there's a suggestion that Godzilla could still kind of get out of control even if he is mortal, and that's really cool. So lots of stills there. That's really good. The concept art's really nice, really appealing. Concept art, that's good. So lots of his big feet stomping around. What a fantastic way to introduce Godzilla with his massive stomping feet. Even compared to the Japanese movies, that none of them really did this, where you're just focusing on Godzilla's feet. I think that's just a fantastic way of introducing him. I think the very first scene in the film actually is when he attacks a shipping vessel. But yeah, the emphasis on the feet is really cool. I really like that. Just so how huge he is, you just can't see his whole body at once. And the other cards are good as well. They're just kind of shiny chrome, and they do have some of them do have quotes on the back, bits from the story. So I read the annual recently as well, the official annual that was produced for the movie, and it is just a dramatization of the screenplay. I would recommend it just because the posters are so nice, but you can tell it's from the same. It's all from the same studio because they've got access to the same art and pictures. But yeah, not too bothered about the quotes on the back, but the stills are really nice. Obviously Godzilla's the star of the show there. There's military stills from the movie, that's good. Godzilla destroying helicopters. You got tanks. You've got lots of cool things there. Obviously, if you would get these trading cards, you wouldn't really want the human characters as much as Godzilla. There's so many great Godzilla posters in there. That's all really good. Just showing you all of the ones in there. That's good. Okay. And then that's pretty much that one. And then this one here, that I really like this card, this roaring head of Godzilla. That's great. Another roaring head there. It seems that you could kind of stick them together and have a poster made up of the backs of several of these cards, but they're not adhesive in any way, so I'm not quite sure how people would have done that, but either way it's cool. Lots of ones of Godzilla's feet, smash buildings, they've got the actors there, that's okay. There's a big animatronic of Godzilla as well, which is really cool. Seeing the big animatronic puppet. So that's really nice as well. Yeah, quite a few of the big animatronic puppet they used, but I don't think the animatronic puppet is in the film too much. I mean, it's mostly CG'd over, but I think for a couple of close-ups of his eye, you can still see the puppet. But that's really cool. Yeah, very good, very great. Yep, some more of the puppet. That's great. That's really good. And some more poster artwork. That's great. Yeah, all really good. Really good. So these cards aren't particularly like expensive collector's items, but I really appreciate them. I think I'll might frame some of them. I might use some of them as bookmarks, but it's a great time to be a Zilla fan. I really like the look of these cards. The posters are great. Often misunderstood movie, but one I very much am enjoying at the minute, along with the animated series. I'd highly recommend the animated series. I think you can just see that all on YouTube at the minute. But yeah, great time to be a Zilla fan. There's loads of great projects about Zilla as well on the minute on YouTube, kind of like found footage projects. So yeah, much love to this character. Recommend these cards if you can. And that concludes this video today. So thanks very much for watching. And yeah, I will produce videos as often as I can. So I'll see you in the next one. So thanks very much for watching today.